Cozy English Podcast. Relax, listen, and learn.
Hey there, English learners. Welcome back to Cozy English, the podcast where you can relax, listen, and learn natural conversation skills.
I'm Michael, and I'm here with Emma. We're your hosts, and today we're diving into one of everyone's favorite topics, travel plans.
That's right. Whether you're dreaming of your next adventure or actually planning one, talking about travel is such a common conversation topic. So grab your headphones, get comfortable, and let's practice some real English together.
Before we jump in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're enjoying these conversations. It really helps us out, and you'll never miss a new episode.
Perfect. Now let's get started with our first dialogue. So, Michael, I've been thinking, summer's just around the corner and I really need to get away somewhere. I'm feeling totally burned out from work.
Oh, I hear you. Where are you thinking of going? Somewhere tropical, maybe?
Well, that's the thing. I'm completely torn. Part of me wants to just lie on a beach somewhere and do absolutely nothing. But then again, I feel like I should do something more, meaningful. Like actually explore a new culture or something.
I get that. You know what, though? There's nothing wrong with just chilling out. When did you last take a proper break?
Honestly, I can't even remember. I've been putting in crazy hours at the office, like 60-hour weeks for the past 3 months, and I feel like I'm running on empty. My boss keeps piling on more projects, and I need to recharge my batteries,
60 hours? Emma, that's insane. No wonder you're feeling burnt out. So what are your options? Have you looked into anything specific yet?
Well, I've been browsing travel websites for hours, which is probably not the best use of my time. But anyway, I found this amazing deal to Thailand. 2 weeks, all-inclusive resort, the works. Beachfront villa, spa treatments, infinity pool. It's calling my name, but
But what? That sounds absolutely incredible. What's holding you back?
it's just, I keep thinking I should be more adventurous. Like maybe I should go backpacking through Europe instead. Stay in hostels, meet other travelers, really push myself out of my comfort zone. My sister did this epic 3-week trip through Eastern Europe last year, and she came back with all these amazing stories.
I see what's happening here. You're comparing yourself to your sister again, aren't you?
Maybe a little bit. She's always been the adventurous one. Always doing these incredible solo trips, learning new languages, having life-changing experiences. And here I am, just wanting to lie in a hammock for 2 weeks.
Okay, hold on. Let me ask you this. What do you actually want to do? Not what you think you should do, not what your sister would do, but what would make you happiest right now?
Honestly, I just want to switch off my phone, lie by a pool with a good book, and not think about deadlines or client meetings or quarterly reports for 2 whole weeks. Is that terrible? Does that make me boring?
Are you kidding me? That sounds like exactly what you need. You've been working yourself to the bone. You deserve to just relax and pamper yourself a bit. There's absolutely nothing boring about knowing what you need.
You really think so? I keep feeling guilty, like I'm wasting an opportunity to see the world or whatever. Like, what if I'm 35 and I still haven't climbed Machu Picchu or backpacked across Asia?
Emma, listen to me. The world isn't going anywhere. You can always do the adventure travel thing another time when you're feeling more up for it. Right now, you need to take care of yourself. And honestly, self-care is just as important as adventure.
I never thought of it like that. You know what? You're absolutely right. Thailand it is. I'm going to book it as soon as I get home. Actually, no, I'm going to book it right now on my phone.
That's the spirit. And hey, who knows? Maybe you'll feel so refreshed after your beach vacation that you'll be ready to plan that European adventure for later in the year. Or maybe you'll discover you actually love resort vacations. And that's totally fine too.
Ooh, now that's an idea I can get behind. Maybe I could do both. Thailand this summer and then a city break in Europe in the fall when the weather's cooler. Best of both worlds, right?
Exactly. You don't have to choose just one type of vacation for the rest of your life.
Thanks for talking sense into me, Michael. Sometimes I just need someone to remind me that it's okay to want what I want.
Anytime. That's what friends are for, right? And I expect lots of photos of you looking completely zen by that infinity pool.
All right, listeners, let's pause for a moment and look at some of the expressions we just used. These are super common in everyday English, especially when talking about travel and making decisions.
First up, burned out or burnt out. This is such a useful phrase. It means you're completely exhausted, usually from work or stress. Emma said she was feeling totally burned out from work.
Exactly. It's different from just being tired. It's more like emotional and physical exhaustion combined. You might hear people say, I'm completely burnt out, or this job is burning me out. Both spellings, burned and burnt, are correct, by the way.
Next, we have torn. And no, we're not talking about ripping paper. When you're torn between options, it means you can't decide. You're pulled in different directions, like being physically torn apart.
Right. I said I was completely torn between relaxing on a beach and doing something more adventurous. It's that feeling when both options seem equally good or important. You might also say, I'm torn about what to do, or I'm really torn on this decision.
Another great one is running on empty. This comes from cars. When your gas tank is almost empty, you're running on empty. But we use it for people too when you have no energy left.
I mentioned I felt like I was running on empty after all those long work weeks. It's that feeling when you're just barely functioning, like you might stop working at any moment, just like a car that's about to run out of gas.
And we also touched on recharge your batteries. This is another expression that comes from technology. When your phone battery is dead, you need to recharge it. For people, it means taking time to rest and restore your energy.
Exactly. Taking a vacation is a great way to recharge your batteries. You'll also hear people say, I need some time to recharge, or this weekend really recharged my batteries.
Finally, push yourself out of your comfort zone. Your comfort zone is basically the situations and activities you're completely comfortable with. No stress, no fear, just familiar territory.
When you push yourself out of it, you're trying new, maybe slightly challenging or scary things to grow as a person. Like Emma's sister backpacking through Eastern Europe. That's definitely pushing boundaries and trying something new.
These phrases pop up all the time in conversations, so they're definitely worth remembering. Practice using them in your own sentences. Now, let's move on to our second dialogue. So, Emma, since we were talking about travel plans, I have to ask, what's the craziest thing that's ever happened to you while traveling?
Oh my gosh, where do I even start? Actually, you know what? I think the worst was when I went to Italy a couple of years ago. Everything that could go wrong basically did go wrong.
No way. What happened?
Well, first off, my flight got delayed by 6 hours. Not just delayed, completely canceled and rescheduled for the next day. So there I am, stuck at the airport with nowhere to go. Ha, I wish. They basically just shrugged and said, "Sorry, weather problems, nothing we can do." So I ended up sleeping on those horrible airport chairs. My back was killing me the next morning.
Oh no, and that was just the beginning, right?
Exactly. So I finally get to Rome, and of course my luggage decided to take a little vacation of its own. Apparently it went to Frankfurt instead of Rome. Don't ask me how that happened.
You've got to be kidding me. So you're in Italy with just the clothes on your back?
Pretty much. I had my carry-on with some basics, but all my nice clothes, my camera, my guidebooks, everything was somewhere in Germany. The airline said it might take 3 to 5 days to track it down.
This is turning into a proper disaster story. Please tell me it got better from there.
Well, yes and no. I decided to make the best of it, right? So I went shopping for some emergency clothes. Found this little boutique that looked reasonably priced from the outside.
Uh-oh, I can see where this is going.
Let's just say that what I thought was a €50 dress turned out to be €500. I nearly fainted when I saw the receipt. Apparently, I can't read Italian price tags very well.
500 euros for one dress? What did you do?
Well, I was too embarrassed to return it. My Italian is pretty basic, and I didn't know how to explain that I'd made a mistake. So I just kept it and wore it for the entire trip because it was literally the only nice thing I had.
So you became the person who wore the same fancy dress to every tourist attraction in Rome?
Basically, yeah. I have photos of myself at the Colosseum, the Vatican, the Trevi Fountain, all in this ridiculously expensive dress. People probably thought I was some kind of eccentric millionaire or something.
That's actually pretty hilarious. Did you at least enjoy the rest of the trip?
You know what? Once I stopped stressing about everything going wrong, I actually had a blast. Sometimes when your plans fall apart, you end up having better adventures than you originally planned.
That's such a good attitude. And hey, I bet that's a story you'll be telling for years.
Oh, definitely. In fact, that dress is still hanging in my closet. Every time I look at it, I remember that crazy trip. It's like a very expensive souvenir.
Well, at least you got your money's worth in terms of memories. And I'm guessing your luggage eventually showed up?
It did, actually, on my very last day. Perfect timing, right? But honestly, by that point, I didn't even care anymore. The whole experience taught me to just roll with the punches and not take travel mishaps too seriously.
That's the best lesson you can learn from traveling, I think. Things will go wrong, but that's often when the most interesting stuff happens.
Exactly. Now, whenever friends complain about travel problems, I just tell them about my €500 dress adventure. It puts everything in perspective. And there you have it, folks. 2 conversations all about travel. The planning and the reality of when things don't go quite as expected.
The key thing to remember is that these kinds of conversations happen all the time in English. Whether you're discussing future plans or sharing past experiences, travel is such a universal topic.
And don't worry if you didn't catch every single word or phrase. That's totally normal. The more you listen to natural conversations like these, the more your brain starts to pick up on patterns and common expressions.
Exactly. Your English doesn't have to be perfect to have meaningful conversations. Even native speakers make mistakes, get tongue-tied, or search for the right word sometimes.
So keep practicing, keep listening, and most importantly, don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's how we all learn.
Before you go, we'd love to hear from you. What's your best or worst travel story? Or maybe you have questions about any of the phrases we used today. Drop us a comment below. We read every single one.
And if you enjoyed today's episode, Please give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more natural English conversations. It really helps other learners find us, and we appreciate your support so much.
Until next time, keep practicing, stay curious, and remember, every conversation is a chance to improve your English.
Thanks for listening to Cozy English, where you can relax, listen, and learn. We'll catch you in the next episode.
Bye for now.